Last time on RPG Pals, Club, the team, split up with costumes and adventures. Currently, Oi and Navinia are in a bookshelf where they notice a drow looking at them. Meanwhile, Kerr brought Koyos and Dodger to his boss. They are supposed to stop murders and then go to the opera. That's technically correct. The dissonance between having like a fancy poodle head and that very Donkey Kong type voice is weird.
I like the popped collar.
It's a good look, honestly. Can't fault him.
I will be back later.
Bye, Mr. RPG.
This will come out many months after, but trans rights.
Yay.
Yeah.
Our human rights. Our sentient rights.
Sentient rights.
You know what? Sometimes we just need a constant reminder of trans rights being human rights.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not going to outdate itself. Fairly
He's
sure
the leader
we'll
of the
have solved
bunch.
things.
You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. His coconut gun can fire in spurts. If it shoots ya, it's gonna... No, you don't need to do the entire Donkey Kong rap.
Bigger,
That's copyright
faster, and
infringement.
stronger
Donkey
too.
Kong.
And he's the first member of the DK crew. Hey, DK.
Yeah, no, play the right music.
My name is Gina Dazer. I am playing Davinia Drexel. They are changing currently. They are elfish, human, tan, poofy hair. They've got a bird in it. Sorcerer Bard.
I am Eric, and I play Oi, a punk drow monk.
I am Madison Rowan. I am playing Koyos, the lizard man crocodile druid. I'm gonna go ahead and say it now because the most important character also hangs out with me all the time. It's Barry the dog. Barry.
Barry.
He's a
One
good
dog,
boy.
5 times.
What I've had.
Yes, that is the prayer of Barry.
All hail
prairie?
Barry.
No, wait.
or the Brary.
I'm Sam. I play Kier, the Warforged Hexblade in the employ of the Zentarum. The employ. Yeah, there it is.
I'm Gar Atkins, but you can call me Sahoni, and I play Dodger, a sad wolf boy of some sorts, and maybe a cleric.
Just maybe.
Maybe. A cleric of
right.
sorts. For a wolf
All
boy of sorts.
And I'm
Way to find
Luke,
out.
your game master. Let's get rolling. So we are starting off back in the bookstore, the Bookworm's Treasure, where Oi and Navinia have just noticed that they are being watched. Bum 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 by a fancy dressed drow outside. What y'all doing?
I think that drow saw that you were looking at that elf book.
Like, yeah, and he's now he's gonna watch me buy it. And then I motion to the shopkeep.
That's weird.
No, it's written in Elvish. I read Elvish. I'm drow. That's kind of like...
No, like it's weird to watch someone buy a book of sexy pictures. We should go tell them it's weird.
I would like to finalize the transaction first.
You're not getting that book.
I motion over to the shopkeep with the price, with the required currency, and I go, watch me.
She takes the 10 silver pieces that book is. It's very rare, she figures.
Yeah, and I clutch the book toward my chest and give Lavinia a little look like,
I frown. Also, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Do I know this person outside? Because I feel like I might know this person outside.
I don't think you would.
Okay, and that's
Based
fair.
on like what I know about your character's background.
All right.
Would I know about this person?
Well, let us roll a history check, which is going to be very good for Oi, who has a -1.
Yep. All right. Dice don't fail me now.
Nat 20.
18 minus 1, 17.
Good.
You know that there are like some elves that operate, or some drow that operate on the surface world, but beyond that, you don't got a lot of information.
Okay.
I mean, you can ask me a question, but
Okay. Just trying to think like how big the Underdark is. So, I mean, would I have seen this person at any time in my life, like whether it's just passing down or maybe he's like a higher up, or is he another exile?
probably you would have never seen them in your life.
Okay.
Being as like you were scum among the drow, like you were the guy who pooped, scooped.
Right. They also they promoted me to slave watcher.
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah, that's true. I was kind of the Finn of the Underdark.
So yeah, what are you all going to do?
I'm gonna confront this stranger.
Roll me
In their fancy hat.
Roll me an agility check to get out there.
Dexterity check?
Yes, dexterity. Sorry, I've been using other systems.
How dare!
The systems are combining. No.
I mean, yeah, I say charm all the time.
Oh.
Oh, that's not great. That is 4.
You get out there, and like by the time you push to where they were, the drow is gone.
Probably knows he's a pervert. I'm not going to yuck his yum. I just wanted to point it out.
So I mean, can I also get out there to see if I can like catch him walking down the road or something?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay, and I gotta make a dexterity check for that.
Yeah.
14 plus no, and I had dexterity, so 17.
You get out there, but like as you're running through, they have eluded you using skills of stealth.
Okay.
Where to next?
So I'm just saying, like, I mean, he's an elaborately dressed drow, so it's not like he got far.
I gesture towards everyone in costume. Maybe we should go back to the house.
Okay, I do have that divination card on me.
You have a what? Oh, what?
No, remember? No, the
the one that looks like you?
Yeah.
But that's you.
Well, wait, is it me or does it just look like me? Because I was listening to that and
we look at the card.
It looks like you.
Looks like me specifically.
Yes.
Okay. All right then. Dang it.
There are still 3 other named locations on here that you could check out if you want to.
All right. Let's see what else there are here.
We could go to the Cat's Eyes place, the Plant place, or the Steamy Steel.
Let's go to the Tiger's Eye.
Oh, but I don't know what they sell. How will I be prepared?
Well, that's the fun part of it. We're just gonna roll in there. The Eye of the Tiger. That sounds like some cool, cool badass people probably hang out there.
Yes, the thrill of the fight.
Exactly.
So the building is rather unremarkable on the inside, except for the orange and black sign that has cat's eyes on it. Inside, it's lit by flickering oil lamps. The door seems to be locked, but there is a bell on the outside.
By all means.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling! You hear the door unlock.
Go a little further inside.
He entered into the office, confused, new in town, fresh like a fish, still flopping on the deck of the boat that had caught it.
Hello?
Followed in by another character, with legs from here till the next holiday. They had a bird on their head. The bird was not happy to be there.
Hello? Look, you don't know my bird. Look around.
In front of you is a human wearing a sharp suit, smoking a pipe. Somehow, even though there aren't really like blinds in here, and even though it's like still early in the afternoon, he's got those like light lines that you get out of a good noir movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vincent Trench. What can I do for you?
Lavinia Drexel. We are making a tour of the area and wanted to stop in.
not many people who come here to tour. Especially not in this shop. I'm what you might call a private detective. If you need something, I can discover whatever secrets you're looking for.
Oh, this is so cool. He even has the lighting, that cool lighting, even though there's no blinds. I wonder how he did that.
Magic.
Ah, gotcha.
Do you want that for your room?
I kind of do want that slick effect.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, can you teach me how to do that? The light thing.
Yes. How much to teach us how to do that?
Yeah.
It's not a question of time or money, it's a question of your skills right now. You come back when you got a bit more scratch, when you got some stubble on your chin, I might be able to show you a thing or two.
I don't want to do that.
A magic private detective.
Here's the way it works, sweethearts. 50 gold gets me to look up anything you need, unless it's going to require a bit more work. That's my fee, that's the way it works. Take a card. And he gestures at you, and you already have cards in your hand.
We're both very eager. We're not following the script at all. We're going to talk about this to everyone.
Keep it secret, keep it safe. Immediately tells everyone.
Yeah.
It's just like my books.
Well, we don't know about your noir
Yeah.
novel obsession.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
your
absolutely.
detective boy who is good at kissing girls.
No, it's kissing. Just kissing it.
Yeah, just kissing. Never said girls.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, okay.
So when we tell you about this later, it's going to be a blast.
it is. I'm very excited in the chat for the cast.
Oh, and one last thing. Happy Founders Day.
Happy Founders Day to you.
Happy Founders Day.
And before we leave, I turn around and say, be careful out there. It looks like danger.
I know. I recognize it from the mirror.
Step out to the crowd in the sunlight, and I'm like, that was weird.
We
Why
live
is
next
it
to a
called the
detective.
tiger's?
I don't
Why is
know.
it called the tiger's eye?
Maybe
because
he
the
stole some
Maltese
tiger's
Falcon
eye
was
ones?
taken.
Oh,
Who's stolen
dang
it?
it!
Voice is summoned in the
Shit.
Pulling the
so
podcast
good.
ripcord.
Well, speaking of podcast ripcord, we get back to Kerr, Koyos, and Dodger,
Yes, that's me.
who got done meeting with Davil Starsong. And where's your next errand?
Well, I wanted to check in on my friend Morn Stone Shaped. I imagine that they're up to something for the Founders Day festivities. I'm sure the Theater Guild has something prepared, but mostly it was to see if they could help me dress my companions.
Lord Stoneshaped.
Oh.
I'm remembering canon that I have created with you all.
Let me assemble the pieces.
Wait, this plus this plus this. Ah, yeah, your friend from the from the acting guild at the
Yes.
other theater. Yeah. So you are you going to make everybody walk there because it's kind of far? Or are you fetching a carrot?
I'll fetch a carriage. How much do those usually cost?
It's going to be 3 shards, 3 silver pieces total.
Oh, perfectly fine.
And so,
Can I call them like the do the Zentarum have like a trusted service? Because that's the one I would like to
you see a carriage that has the winged snake symbol of the Zentarum.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wave it down with the special Zentarum motion. Kind of looks like a winged snake if you did it against the light.
Ooh,
Oi,
fancy.
oi! What's all this then? You need a carriage ride?
I'm sorry. I didn't.
Roy.
I didn't. I didn't imagine that Dick Van Dyke was going to pick us up.
Oh, lovely Founders Day to go on a carriage ride. Lovely Founders Day for a ride.
Dodger's gonna duck the
I
hell
got
out.
4 wheels and horses pulling me, so hop on board the carriage to die.
Koyos is having the time of his life. Look at that. He's just like, yeah!
Dodger is not. He's having the opposite of the time of his life.
I was hoping for a quiet carriage ride. No offense to you, it's just been, quite a couple of days, and our heads need a little bit of space. And I toss him 4 pieces of silver.
4 shards get you the special service then. Where are you heading to?
It's so whispery and dark now.
Oh no, the singing stopped.
The acting guild, please.
Well, alright.
Do you have connections with the acting guild?
Oh, lovely day to go to.
Quieter.
To
Please.
the acting guild.
Dodger is at this point moved past just being horrified and just covering his mouth with with his hand, just trying to not to laugh because just he sees the mounting tension happening between these two.
Kira's fists are just clenched, just a rictus grin, trying to maintain the civility.
Oh, I'm back to loving this ride.
You go a few blocks down and
I thought you liked the
a person stops the carriage and's like, well, what day is it? Well, it's a lovely Founders Day for a
I throw
carriage
another
ride.
silver at the man, and I say nothing.
I'm just openly laughing at this point.
And so
this is exactly what I needed.
it is a incredibly grating on Kerr trip because every time they stop a lot on the 10 blocks it takes you to get to the acting guild. Another person comes in with another verse about Founders Day.
They pass another carriage, or bus drivers. They have to sing to each other.
Oh. It's a Founders Day tradition, don't you remember?
You find out that, he's got a relationship with his father, which is a bit weird, but there's also, several women and men who he has a relationship with.
And that's also a bit weird, but in a good way.
Uh-huh. And you finally get to the acting guild, and now with, his coin purse significantly, heavier, he's like, have a lovely Founders Day.
And you
too.
as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the best.
As we turn
ride.
around and he leaves, Koyos is just like, well, that was fun. I like that. Let's do that again.
Yes, let's do that again.
Kira says nothing and just motions for them to follow. One thing at a time today.
We're going after him, I guess.
Yeah.
My
And I'm
favorite
looking
part
for-
was the part where you threw the coin at their head.
And so you go into the acting guild, which is not super great as far as guild buildings go, but it's where a lot of people pay to store their costumes and prop pieces that might be used again and again. And
Do you know the Actors Guild?
Oh, yes. Morn Stone-Shaped Yellow Eyes. They're a good friend of mine, gave me some work in the town that wasn't Zentarm related, so, something you might enjoy hearing about.
I mean, I know some people in the theater. A little different down where I'm from, but...
Oh, well, Morn doesn't do typical theater. You'll like them, I'm sure.
Morn comes out. They are a halfling right now wearing a very, very tight, bright canary yellow dress with a long slip up the side. And they say, oh, well, Kerr, who did you bring today?
Oh, more delightful little ruffians from the street, just how you like them.
Is that Dodger I see there?
Dodger is kind of just, giving a grin. It might be.
Well, I've seen you working around Miss T's place, so
She keeps me busy.
she keeps a lot of people busy there.
Well, yeah, I know that's right.
Now, what are you bringing your friends here on this lovely Founders Day?
Well, we are to attend, and don't hate me, but an opera over at, where was it, the Sea District. I know, it's outside your jurisdiction, and I hate to patronize them, but the tickets were free. What can I say?
Ooh. You got free tickets.
Oh, you didn't hear I did some delightful heroic deeds. I'm a bit of a toast to the town again.
Oh, well, one of us ought to be. I mean, apparently pretending to be all members of the Masked Lords in a musical play is not enough anymore. But if you're going to see the fall of Tiamat, I suppose that's fine.
Yes, and your time will come. Someday they'll recognize your crude genius. But for now...
You put on plays too?
Oh, I do.
Awesome.
Plays, musicals, one-man shows, one-person shows, two-people shows. Now, that's the challenge.
Two people shows, but it's still one person, you understand.
Yes.
Oh, it's a delight.
Dodger kind of nods along with that, even though he has no experience outside of tawdry shows at bars down in the dock ward.
Like, chances are you might have seen one with Morn in them, but you just have not recognized them.
Oh, because they're just such a phenomenal actor.
Also, they will wear lots of makeup sometimes, or they will go in, like, full-body
Absolute transformation.
Costumes. Yes. And what about your other friend here?
Oh, Koyos, come. Meet Morn.
Hello.
Koyos is very big.
Yes.
And this is, I think, is our most exciting opportunity for dressing, don't you think?
Oh, I can see that. Have you ever thought of dressing as a dragon?
Oh!
No, I am not.
Morn.
Is that a thing?
Getting some wings on you, painting all of your scales. Oh, you would look so lovely.
And I'm as Morn is talking, I'm like going through the shades in my internal makeup kit. Like, oh, what do you think of this for the belly scales? And this could go around the eyes.
Yes. Well,
a lot of things are happening very fast, and Koyos is just kind of looking at the both of them like, oh no, what's happening?
Well, if you are going to the opera tonight, then I suppose I will need you to dress very well. Do you have any style guidelines, either of you?
I
don't wear anything usually.
Our work is cut out for us.
It is.
I like grays.
What do you feel about silvers? Something a little more dashing.
It would really cause your eyes to pop. Oh, and they are such lovely eyes.
You mean like the moon?
Yes.
Dodger is just gonna look very bashful at this. But he says, I guess, yeah.
Well, come in. We are going to have our work cut out. And Morn goes to a stone, taps it, and music starts playing as there is a fashion montage.
It's just 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Barry's the one on the couch, judging everything.
Just arms crossed, head shaking no. Head shaking, yes.
If anything, somebody else brings him a fancy drink in a glass with a straw, and he's just like,
no.
Yes.
Yeah, Barry also needs something to wear. Look at that boy.
Barry just walks over to a big box and pulls out a scarf that fits immaculately in a small beret.
Like I said, just a quick change artist.
Yeah. They jump into the box and then out of the box and they're dressed.
As it turns out, Barry was actually the most fashionable out of the three of us.
Oh,
Not surprised.
Me neither.
So
Dodger's current look is largely Paperboy. So
Easy.
yeah, exactly.
So
Web Kings, New York.
Oh boy.
So the final look that like Morn has like put on both of you, really disregarding a lot of what you want, is Kerr has like blue sleeves and like leg warmers on, and then a like full like sarong type look that is this like beautiful shiny blue with some like blue like makeup put on, doing weird contouring things that don't really work, but also Morn is a bit of a drag queen, so they have very over the top style.
Mhm.
And-
I'm perfectly at home though, so.
And Dodger, you are in a like shiny silver head to toe tux.
Oh,
There is no shirt underneath, so it's just the coat and the pants.
okay. Oh, thank God. It's just the minute like the things start to appear around the neck, he's just like, Okay.
But also, it's enchanted to never show more than one nipple, just like a K-pop
Okay.
star.
Oh, okay.
You
It's
gotta
the
get-
fashion
A
nipple.
tasteful side nip.
Yes. And then Kerr more knows better than to try and make you wear something that you don't want to wear, so they've given you your choice. So what is Kerr wearing right now?
Oh, well, there's this lovely wrap that they keep around that I've taken sort of head to toe, just starting at the face, wraps my torso. Then a longer sort of robe. The sleeves nearly reach the floor, but the bottom hem just barely gets past my thighs. And of course, it's colored a nice pearlescent black and gold leggings.
Ooh.
What do we think, Morn? Is this decadent enough?
I suppose, except for one thing that you forgot.
Oh, please.
They go and reach into some pockets that they sewed into their dress, and they just glitter bomb you.
I just arms out, totally
Spinning.
like spinning, let it cover me. Ah, Morn, you've
It's-
done it again.
It's the perfect shot to end the fashion montage.
Just- oh my god. That fucking dog that just made
My work here is done. And so we cut back to Oi and Navinia.
Dodger should wear that pink pomade. Okay.
Absolutely not.
For the listeners at home, I've been posting dogs and outfits pictures. So we have the apothecary and the steel place to go to.
Mm-hmm.
We could go to... We just had a weird encounter.
Right.
So let's go to someplace very normal, like a blacksmith.
Okay.
So you come inside, and there is a couple there who are sharing a bottle of wine. One of them is a fire genasi, who has this nice red, like, beard that's sort of made out of the crystal stuff that genasi have. And then the other is a water genasi, and he's got more of like a watery mustache. And they are sharing wine that they are pouring into each other's mouth, and they looking like, oh my, did I forget to close the door? Yes, sorry.
We could leave. You seem to be involved with each other.
Oh, no.
Happy Founders Day.
Happy Founders Day. Yes, happy Founders Day.
Happy Founders Day.
Well, welcome to the Steam and Steel. I am Imbrick, and this is my partner, Avi. Hello. And, yes, we are Metal Forgers. We are both members of the guild, and I'm also members of the Armorers Guild, if that ever, is required of you. Any things that you require.
I took a look around to see if he's got anything like cool or interesting.
And I said, oh, this will probably be the most metal shop we go into today. That's fine. Left the podcast.
Yes.
We have fun here sometimes.
Our very ridiculous podcast where people
It's, a
have...
very, it's just classic D&D.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
If your D&D
Well, we haven't tried to
doesn't
seduce
have
anybody yet, so it's not classic
yeah,
D&D.
and besides, if your
Soon,
D&D
soon.
doesn't have drag queens, you're not playing D&D correctly.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oi was looking around.
Yeah, I'm looking around to see if there's any like weapons that stand out, you know, or just any like trinkets or anything else that stand out, because he's primarily a monk, so he's used to like getting in there with his fists, all of that.
Well, the weapons here are all made out of metal, so I don't think a lot of them qualify for what a monk can use.
So you're looking around for a weapon or something shiny?
Yeah, just anything shiny.
Yeah, they point out that we've been making all of these weapons for ages, ever since we got together. So if there's anything you're looking for, we can probably find it or make it for you.
A bit of a question, but how did you get together? I do love a good story.
Oh well, we were part of the local Genasi dating group, and we went on a date.
It's called Tender.
And that's when I left the podcast.
It's been fun, everybody. Time to go.
6 episodes, we did it.
And, we just hit it off. They're a bit of a lightweight and, very calm. And he's got a fiery temper sometimes, which isn't always a bad thing.
Sounds like you've got quite a wonderful relationship.
Yes, we do!
And do you ever do anything that's not weaponry based? We just acquired Troll Skull Alley. I'm sort of making
Oh!
Perhaps if we wanted any
Lovely building.
Decorative weaponry that we could perhaps use as home defense to sort of have around, we could come to you.
Yes, we can definitely do that. We also do have armor here and shields. Yes. If there's anything you need, or if you need advice, we are more than happy to help.
Advice?
Advice.
Therapists? Because I have a sad ghost.
They stare blankly at you.
Yeah, Oi shoots him a look and kind of waves his hand back and forth. Like,
You're right, I should let them pick on their own. Oi, did you find anything?
No, nothing here. I mean, nothing beats my good old fists. And then he bumps his knuckles together and cracks them.
Oh, yes, I see.
Continue looking for anything, like dumb and shiny he can pick up, but...
Yeah, no, everything here is like weapons.
Okay.
Oh, can you make armor for a bird?
They look at you and look at the bird. Yes.
Well, I'll consider that. Anyways, back to you. We'll be heading off now, and looking forward to seeing you around the neighborhood.
Oi begins to walk out with Navinia, and then he turns to the page of the Elvish book he had, points to something random in the back half, and just gives him a little wink, and then closes the book and walks out.
I think we can do that.
What? Ooh, and I step outside. Like, what was that about?
The wine
Nothing.
isn't that strong.
Ooh.
We didn't check out the apocryphy yet. Let's go there.
I think some plants for the house would really spruce it up. Ah, see what I did? Spruce. It's a tree. We go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go inside, and there is a wood elf with long braided hair, and they greet you, say, hello, welcome to Corallin's Crown. Happy Founders Day.
Happy Founders Day.
Happy Founders Day.
Is there anything I can help you with? I have a variety of potions that are homemade, and I also have other remedies for whatever might be ailing you. My name is Fala.
Oh, well, Oi, remember when we were fighting and one of us got very sleepy?
Right.
And wasn't awake anymore? Do you have potions to not have that happen? It's like when you get hit a lot, you just fall asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that sucks. Yeah, do you have anything that could cure unconsciousness?
Are you talking about potions to let you stay awake, or potions that might be healing potions?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do have some potions of healing if you would like. They are 50 gold pieces each.
That is a lovely price to know that they are. Alternatively, I noticed you have such lovely plants around here. Would you happen to, I don't know, you perhaps sell herbs or a little a goodberry bush that I could prune and grow on my own and set about my home? We just got the Trollskull Manor next door. We pushed.
Oh, it is such a lovely place. I really like the aura that comes from there.
Yeah, okay.
But yes, if you would like a goodberry bush, I might be able to provide. some cuttings for you if you'd like to grow them from that.
That would be wonderful. And of course, once Founders Day is over, I understand it's a little difficult to get everything you want on a single day. It's part of the fun. We'll come back and get some of those healing and awake potions.
That sounds wonderful.
Absolutely. Until then, do you have bandages by any chance? Just sort of, mundane things for making sure people don't bleed out. Perhaps in a medicine kit?
I do not, unfortunately. I can provide you some smaller leaf-made bandages if that might help.
Oh, I think that would be good. Yes, of course.
How much are those?
Yes, that is a good question to know.
I can get you a pack of 5 for 3 silver pieces.
Yes.
Much better.
Yes. Let's get 2 packs. I'll get a pack, you'll get a pack.
Okay.
We'll have packs of leaves.
Yes.
Yes. And these...
This is why I'm the healer.
Yes.
I'm just gonna
Like,
go ahead
how
and put
do
that out
broken
there.
people... But, how much would a...
Sure, we can do the healing thingies.
How much would a cutting of a goodberry plant be?
I can get you 10 shards.
Excellent. Yes, I will do that. Lovely. Here you go. I'll take these. We did it.
Yay.
Thank you.
Now, do you have any plants that, I mean, in the Underdark, we had a certain plants that when you set them on fire, they'd produce a smoke that's healing in a certain way. Do you have any of those lying around?
She takes a look at you.
Do you have a
You're
license?
not with the watch, are you? You have to tell me if you're with the watch.
Yes, you have to tell me with the watch.
Yeah, Oi just says, oh, lol, no, I'm cool.
I can send a person around the manor and see if they can hook you up.
Oi says, good to know. Gives him a little wink and a thumbs up. You know where it is.
Well.
Just go to the healers, be like, hey, you got any weed?
Well, that wasn't what I was saying out loud, but thank you for saying the quiet part loud, I guess.
That's the comedy of it.
Nudge, nudge.
All right, let's leave the we got what we need. Let's leave the apocryphy.
Leave the apothecaries with some cuttings and a bunch of leaves.
Yeah.
And so you guys, are you heading back to the mansion now? It's probably like 5 or 6 in the evening now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we did a full day of shopping,
Yeah.
so let's, report in.
I'm going to go check with everyone else.
Yeah, we're on our way
Not
back to
there.
the manor too.
Oh.
Dressed up before going to the opera. And so you all get there. You've got about an hour before you should probably get headed to the opera. And so, Oi and Navinia, you see your 3 friends and also Barry, who is more than a friend,
He's a
come
spiritual
in
guidance.
dressed very fancy.
Oh, happy Founders Day.
Happy Founders Day.
Happy-
Where'd you guys get all
Happy
this?
Founders Day?
My chest is cold.
Well, I'm sorry to have left you out. I figured, Navinia, you can dress yourself quite well, but we visited a friend, Morn, and, well, they gussied us up.
And where are you being gussied up to go to?
And I retrieve the letter and hand it to Navinia. We have been invited to the opera.
I have a question for the DM. Can I get to
Yeah.
my house in the C section, like C1, C42, whatever it was?
Seaward?
Yeah, no, not the C word. It's the middle of the town.
Oh, the castle ward.
Yeah, the castle ward, and change before this opera
That's not a good sound.
because that's where all my stuff is.
Yes, you can. Or, still in our last costumes for tonight.
Ugh,
Anybody need a costume?
ugh. Big sweat drop
Great
appears
for
on my
the
forehead.
opera.
Welcome to the anime edition.
Navinia, please, if your best is at home, we need our best, don't we?
Yes, but convenience, and I don't know how money works.
Follow your heart.
Oi, would you rather do something quick and brash or planning that might make
Quick
you...
and brash, quick and brash, quick and brash.
I buy the last 2 costumes, whatever they are.
That's not good.
Don't even look, I just tear them off and throw some coins.
All right.
Excellent.
Well, that's my work done for tonight.
Dusts his hands off. Oh, I rush back and I need a third one. And I point at the bird.
That's where that bird went to. My cousin's been looking all over for it.
It's fine now. I paid for it. I did. Goodbye. I shut the gate. Inside the house.
So, one of them is a one-piece snakeskin dress that is black.
Hand that to Oi.
And the other is going to be a weird, like, pants with sort of bell bottoms and one of those Aladdin-type vests.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. So,
Well,
I take a sash from what I'm wearing now, and I tear it in half, and around the bell bottoms, I tie them tight like ballet slippers up my legs in little bows, but I keep everything else the same.
I love it.
And I'm wearing the snakeskin dress.
Yes.
Okay. Wearing a dress.
Snakeskin dress.
Black.
Right.
It was black, so I thought of you.
Black. Right.
Works with the aesthetic, kind of.
Yeah.
I can't
To
wait
be fair,
to see
I'm
the
like
fan
wearing
art.
I'm like in like a blue skirt with like blue like what was it? Blue leg warmers?
Yeah,
Yeah,
blue
I believe the word
arm
leg warmers was said.
Yes.
Oh, and arm warmers. It was arm warmers and leg warmers?
Yes, arm
Yeah.
warmers, leg warmers, and then you've got like a sarong wrapped around
Oh,
the rest
this
of you.
is just an outfit
Hell
from the Star
yes.
Wars holiday special.
Oh man. Hold on. I'm adding this to my equipment.
Yep, me too.
Well, I might as well.
Bell bottoms and Aladdin vest.
You know, for when you're infiltrating a fondue party.
And so there is a like carriage that will be able to get all of you to the show, and it is
Is it a
free
singing
because-
carriage?
It's gonna be.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, here we go.
I feel like I'm dressed like the Abraham Lincolns from Electric Six's video Gay Bar.
Yep.
Because I'm wearing the stovepipe hat. The snakeskin dress.
You
Boy.
a stovepipe hat with the
I wanna
top
take
cut
it.
off.
Oh my goodness.
Dodger feels very exposed with this much flesh showing, but
Don't worry, I'm there with you.
okay.
So, yes, a carriage is outside that is able to take you to the Opera House, which is this beautiful building that obviously had some, like, magic put into the construction. You are taken to your box seats that you have.
Ooh.
And, like, on the inside, there is this massive, like, actual natural formed shell that is making up part of the scenery. At the top is a mural depicting scenes from the Spell Plague, which is kind of weird because it was so recent that they like put this. Because like that was when a bunch of gods were walking the earth and stuff. But like it is still beautiful. And do any of you speak Giant?
Nope.
No.
I do not. Nope.
Do I recognize any of the gods from the mural?
It is hard to say. They are all depicted as very, very masculine and overly buff. Like, the artist who was on it does not have an idea of how to paint non-masculine bodies. It's sort of like if
Michelangelo call out?
Michelangelo Liefeld.
Oh,
Michelangelo Liefeld.
Michael Liefeld.
This person really
Oh,
can't
no.
draw feet.
Oh Christ.
Well, that's why they have all
No
those
feet,
clouds.
no women. All clouds. Lots
Just
of random
lots
piles
of belts.
rubble.
Lots of belts.
Yeah.
Well, no, they're all nude. They're all nude, which kind of makes
Oh.
it worse because
Except
their
for the
understanding
belts.
of anatomy is not great.
Okay.
Christ.
And yeah, so you are just watching this opera that is sung in Giant, and you're not entirely sure what is going on. Like, you see a giant or you see, like, a dragon with multiple heads coming out, and there's a fight, and eventually it gets to the intermission, which I feel like Kerr would probably be the only person who's super familiar with operas.
Oh yes. So they're taking a break. Now is the time when we can drink, make a little bit of merry, and I think that there's someone we're meant to make contact with.
Yeah, it was on the
check-
letter.
Yeah, check the letter.
Yeah. As you are, talking, this very robust man with a large mustache who is dressed very much like a dandy, in those outfits that Dodger got for his orphan friends, but in a much more serious fashion, approaches. He says, "Greetings, my name is Mert, and I invited you here to the show."
Mert, pleasure to meet you. My name is Kier. I'm a representative
know
of
you.
Zentarum. Oh,
Yes.
my reputation precedes me. Wonderful. Well, then I'm sure you know the rest of us, but we're at
No,
your
I
service.
don't.
Oh, my mistake.
these
Only
losers.
one of us is standing. Well, do introduce yourselves.
Navenia Drexel.
I'm Koyos. Hi.
Oi.
Dodger.
Um,
I know some.
Yes.
I know some theater people.
Mr. Kerr, would you mind stepping outside for a moment? I need to have a conversation with your cohorts.
I'm afraid I don't know what you mean. We're all cohorts here. We're all here for you. I think I should be on the same page, don't you?
Oh, yes, you were invited for these very nice box seats for the opera, were you not? But there are certain conversations I would like to have with them that I believe a Zentaram's ears would not be suited for.
I smirk
Awfully frank.
behind a fan.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. And I'm going to leave and try and listen in.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Oh yeah. So that's a 16 plus 4 for 20.
Yeah, so you are going in, and Mert has no idea that you are listening to him. So he says, "My name is Mert, and I'm somewhat of the representative here of the Harpers. I'm not sure all of you are familiar. Maybe not you, Oi. We're a organization that seeks to do good. Good keeping power out of the hands of tyrants, good keeping what might be necessary out of the hands of the Zentarum. We've got need for people of your skills if you'd be interested, though I'd be wary of Kerr there and his dealings.
Can he come with the thing we're doing?
I'd prefer if he did not.
Oh.
This is not meant to be a dimming on your merriment, but if any of you are so tied to Kerr and his Zentarum ties, then you're free to enjoy the rest of the opera, and I will be on my way.
He is our friend and all.
What is it?
I mean, we just-
Part of the group.
Are we going to a second location? I try not to go to second locations.
I have work for you to do if you can take the time for it, but if not...
I don't agree to things without knowing the details, just as a rule.
Same.
Same.
A good rule to have, but you've agreed to have that Kerr as your friend.
And I approach it with caution, like everything else in my life.
They're the most open Zentarum I've ever met.
Yeah, he doesn't exactly, hide it very well.
He wears a jacket with a Zentarum symbol on it.
He does, but just because you're brandishing your sword doesn't mean it still isn't dangerous. If you're ever willing to consider leaving him behind and doing some work, you can visit my manor in the Sea Ward. It's easy to find. Any driver can take you there. Enjoy the rest of the musical, opera, whatever it is, and I will hopefully see you.
Do you have a card?
No.
Fair.
Hey, can I do something?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I actually kind of want to see if I can use one of my fun little, racial abilities here.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually want to... He's within 10 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to mark the scent, which is I will
Ooh.
know if they are within. I will always know of their location if they're within 60 feet, and I can double any proficiency checks to find them
Sounds good.
because I am learning their scent.
Okay,
Ooh.
I'd add that to your notes, that you have Mert marked.
All right.
Yeah, marked Mert. So I
Okay.
don't like the way he's talking about my friend.
And so he walks out, and Kerr, are you returning for the rest of the opera? The lights
Yes.
are dimming.
Yes, I'm returning as if I had not heard anything. Well, what did he have to say? Something kind, I hope.
Nothing I care about.
People keep trying to hire us for a bunch of things. And honestly, I just want to work in the house.
Yes, that should be our first order of business, I agree. Well, there's more show to enjoy, so let's try to put some failed dealings behind us and enjoy the fall of Tiamat.
Yes, I wouldn't join his group any more than I would join the Zentarum. I sit back in my chair, front my legs up.
And we end on that note.
I'm Sam. I play as Kerr, the aristocratic Zentarum Warforged, and you can find me online at FrundingLoom on Twitter. That's Frunding_Loom.
I am Madison, and I play Koyos, the lizard man who just loves dogs. And you can find me on Twitter at QuipsterRikuru. That's Rikuru spelled Rikuru. Or just by screaming into the void. That works too, probably.
And I've been Eric. I played as the punk monk drow Oi. You can find me on Twitter at Rhythm Bastard. I also do punk music based off nerdy stuff, so you can find that at either rhythmbastard.rocks, patreon.com/rhythmbastard, rhythmbastard.bandcamp.com, or on Facebook, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, all that other cool stuff.
Hey, I am Gar Sahoni Atkins, and I play Dodger, who's currently a mystery. Shh. You can find me and occasional articles on game design or actual game design that I wrote myself at Sahoni_stuff on twitter.com. That is spelled Sahoni, Sahoni.
Yeah, I'm Gina Dazer. I play Navenia Drexel, just your average story-hungry person of normal descent who is excited to be involved. You can find me online at Twitter at Adaser, Adaser, or twitch.tv/theposhpanda, where I do illustrations and game design.
And I'm Luke, your game master. You can find me on Twitter at Koltreg, that's KOLTREG, along with RPG Pals Club, which is what you have been listening to, because I don't think we named it. You can also find me on the podcast Multiversal Q, which is a comic recap podcast, as well as Exiled, which is a actual play using the Marvel Phase Rip system about superheroes and emotions, and on the John Wiki podcast, where it's explaining John Wick through Wikipedia links. This has been RPG Pals Club. Our website is rpgpals.club. Our Twitter is RPG Pals Club, and we're on RPG Pals Club. We are playing the Waterdeep Dragon Heist 5th Edition adventure. And thank you for listening to our first episode. Our next one will be released when it is released. We're still figuring out the schedule, that sort of things. But thank you for listening. If you enjoyed it, let us know on Twitter. And we'll see you next time. Peace.